the mud castle.
Hey! Hey!
Today, the garden is wet and full of soft, squishy mud. Peppa has a wonderful idea to build a mud castle. Piece by piece, the mud pile grows taller and taller. Oh dear, mud is very slippery, and castles are not so strong. Even though the mud castle falls, the fun is still standing tall. Peppa and George spotted a rolling wheel in the yard and decided the adventure started here. This wheel seems to never stop, and Peppa had to run fast just to catch up. Despite trying, George couldn't catch the wheel, but he could only laugh after every fall. The wheel didn't just roll fast, it also created a fresh breeze of flowers in the park. Finally, the wheel stopped, and Peppa and George realized that sometimes the best adventures are the simplest ones. And in the end, Peppa and George understood that sometimes letting things roll is the most fun of all.
Guess the object. Wow! Our hands help us feel the world. Today, Peppa will use her hands to guess what the objects are. A round object with a slightly rough surface. What fruit is that? Peppa has a guess.
And here is a very soft and fluffy little friend. It must be a teddy bear. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. That's right, an orange and a teddy bear. Well done, Peppa. Try closing your eyes and guessing objects with Peppa. It's such a fun game. Goodbye, everyone.
Peppa and the sparkling magic wand. Peppa walks into the room, looking around curiously. A small wand sparkles on the chair. Peppa walks closer and touches the wand. The wand glows brighter. Peppa opens her eyes wide in surprise. Peppa picks up the wand and waves it gently. Magical bubbles appear. Peppa smiles happily. George runs over and looks at the magical circle. Peppa waves the wand again. Glowing magic circles appear. Peppa and George jump happily. The magic light slowly fades, and they both smile happily.
On a hot summer day, George stays at home, sitting in front of a fan to cool off. Peppa Pig comes and sits next to him.
Wow!
Just then, their parents return home from work and see how hot the kids are, so they invite them to go outside.
Hmm?
Suddenly, an ice cream truck arrives, bringing cool, delicious treats. The whole family enjoys the ice cream together and has a happy, joyful day.
Whoa!
On a happy Sunday, George brings home a small young plant and invites the whole family to plant it in the yard. Peppa, Mummy Pig, and Daddy Pig join George to dig the soil and carefully plant the tree.
Hours later.
After waiting for some time, Peppa and George run outside to check the plant. To their surprise, in front of them is a lush little forest full of green leaves. The two siblings happily jump with joy because their small garden has turned into a beautiful forest. Peppa Pig and the Flying Umbrella. A sudden rain makes Peppa grab her colorful umbrella. Today, the umbrella seems excited by the wind. A strong gust lifts the umbrella higher than expected. It spins in the air like it's performing. As the wind slows down, the umbrella gently returns. Sometimes, even the rain brings a little adventure.
Spelling my name. Hi, little friends. Today, Peppa is going to learn how to spell her name with colorful blocks. The first letter is P, then comes E. Can you see Peppa's name starting to appear? Another P, and one more P. Only one last letter is missing. What could it be? Aha! Here is the letter A. Now we have a complete name. P-E-P-P-A. How do you spell your name? Try spelling it just like Peppa. Goodbye, everyone!
صندوق الألعاب الغامض. كان صباحاً كأي صباح آخر، حتى ظهرت سوزي ومعها صندوق غامض. لا أحد يعرف ما بداخله، لكن بيبا وجورج شعرا بالحماس منذ اللحظة الأولى. ليست حلوى وليست دمى، بل عالم بناء مصغر كامل. وهكذا تبدأ مغامرة جديدة لأصدقائنا الصغار. ليست حلوى وليست دمى، بل عالم بناء مصغر كامل. وهكذا تبدأ مغامرة جديدة لأصدقائنا الصغار. مع بيبا وجورج وسوزي كل يوم هو مغامرة جديدة مليئة بالضحك والصداقة.
Peppa and the colorful balloons. Peppa walks into the garden and sees a bunch of colorful balloons. Peppa opens her eyes wide and runs closer. George runs after her, looking curiously at the balloons. Peppa gently touches the balloons. George points at the blue balloon and smiles. Peppa gives one balloon to George. George hugs the balloon and runs around. Peppa throws a balloon into the air. Peppa and George look up, surprised. Daddy Pig comes out and sees the balloons floating high. Daddy Pig holds the balloon strings tightly. Peppa and George jump up happily. Peppa and George play together with a bunch of colorful balloons. The whole family laughs happily.
Peppa Pig and the melting cake. Peppa is very excited about the cake, especially on a sunny day like this. But the sun has its own plans for the cake. The cake seems to be changing shape right before their eyes. Peppa tries to save the cake, but the sunshine doesn't cooperate. Even though it's no longer perfect, the cake still looks delicious. Peppa and George learn that sometimes fun doesn't need to be perfect to be sweet.
Special rain. The rain begins, but it's not ordinary rain. Sparkling, colorful drops fall into Peppa's garden. Each magical raindrop turns into a beautiful flower. The green garden bursts into colorful blooms. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig run into the garden, amazed by the magical flower garden created by the rain. The whole family laughs joyfully. Peppa and George dance among the flowers, enjoying the magical rain with their family. A very special day, full of colors and happiness. Peppa and the Puddle. After the rain, the garden is still wet. Peppa walks outside and strolls on the grass. Peppa suddenly notices a small puddle on the path. Peppa stops and bends down to look. Peppa jumps into the puddle. Water splashes around. Peppa looks at the puddle and smiles happily. Peppa jumps again. George plays with a leaf and sees Peppa splashing. George looks down at the puddle. George jumps in with Peppa. The two siblings jump in the puddle and laugh happily. Peppa and George pack the picnic basket with Mummy Pig, bringing bread, fruit, and drinks. The family walked into the colorful flower garden with bees and butterflies flying around.
Hey!
Peppa picked a red rose. George picked a sunflower, both laughing happily. Daddy Pig lifted Peppa to reach a tall flower. Peppa raised her hand excitedly. George curiously watched a snail crawling on a leaf. The family sat on the picnic blanket, eating bread, drinking water, and enjoying the beautiful garden view.
Peppa and George play with a paper airplane. Peppa sits in the living room with a paper. Peppa folds the paper into a paper airplane. Peppa holds the airplane and looks at it happily. George stands nearby and curiously looks at the airplane. Peppa gives George a paper airplane. They stand side by side holding their airplanes. Peppa throws her airplane first. George throws his airplane into the air. The two airplanes glide through the air. One airplane circles and lands on the grass. Peppa and George run after the airplanes. George picks up the airplane and gives it to Peppa. They look at each other and laugh happily. Peppa Pig and the strange noise in the garden. The garden is calm and quiet until a strange rustling sound comes from the bushes.
Hey! Hey!
The noise isn't loud, but it's curious enough that Peppa and George can't ignore it. Peppa bravely moves closer, while George chooses a safer spot behind her. It turns out the sound was just the wind, but Peppa and George aren't fully convinced yet. And then, the loudest noise in the garden comes from George stepping on a dry leaf. Peppa and George learn that sometimes the scariest things are just in our imagination. Peppa Pig and the dancing light bulb. As evening comes, Peppa and George turn on the light to keep playing. But today, the light bulb seems very lively. The light flickers in a steady rhythm. Their shadows on the wall begin to dance along. After a short performance, the light becomes normal again. Sometimes, even a simple light can bring an unexpected joy. Peppa Pig and the toothbrush. On a bright and joyful morning, Peppa notices a small toothbrush in a cup. She picks it up and looks at it curiously. Peppa pretends to brush her teeth very seriously. Yoo-hoo! George quickly copies what Peppa is doing. They both brush in a fast and funny way. Even simple daily things can turn into a fun little game. Peppa Pig and the Playful Wind. It looks like a perfectly normal afternoon until the wind arrives. The wind blows through the garden as if it wants to join the fun. Leaves begin to swirl around, flying everywhere. Peppa tries to catch a leaf, but the wind is always one step ahead. After a while, the wind seems to get tired and calms down. Peppa and George learn that sometimes invisible things can bring the biggest fun.
Whoa! Wow!
Detective Peppa and the Cookie Case. There is a big mystery at the pig house. The cookie plate is empty. Detective Peppa is on the case to find the thief. Look! The crumbs scattered on the floor have left a trail. Detective Peppa doesn't miss a single clue. The trail leads straight to Daddy Pig. Oh dear, look at that tummy full of crumbs. We have found the culprit. Daddy Pig is caught red-handed. The case is officially closed. Everyone is having a big laugh together.
Peppa Pig and the Mysterious Sweet Box. Peppa and George spot a mysterious sweet box on the living room sofa. When Peppa opens it, the sweet smell spreads through the room.
Oh?
George grabs a treat and giggles happily, making Peppa laugh too. They try each sweet with sparkling excitement.
Huh?
Daddy Pig walks in, and Peppa and George happily run to share the tasty treats with him. Peppa Pig and the Rainy Day Dance. Peppa and George stood under the porch, wearing raincoats and boots. Daddy and Mummy Pig prepared music. Peppa danced in small steps to the rhythm of the rain. George bounced along, both laughing happily. Daddy Pig danced along. Slipping slightly in a puddle, Peppa and George giggled.
Huh?
Peppa and George danced continuously, raising their hands and spinning, water splashing. The whole family laughed joyfully. The family sat in front of the porch, relaxing and laughing after dancing in the rain, thinking about what game to play next. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to join the fun with Peppa Pig's family.
Whoa! Yahoo!